So, you want to make some eyes look at you. How? We'll focus on a single eye for now. An eye, in this case, has a socket and a pupil. What the eye now needs to do is look at our cursor. When the mouse hovers over the socket, the pupil can just be set to the position of the cursor. To check if this can happen, we do the following. We measure the distance from the mouse cursor to the center of the eye, then check if that distance is smaller or equal to the radius of the socket minus the radius of the pupil. This needs to be done to avoid your pupil spilling out of the socket. Now, when we hover over the eye in the correct area, the pupil can follow. So, what happens when the cursor is outside of the inner radius? Math. We calculate the angle between the mouse cursor and the socket origin. Then convert that into a vector for the pupil to move with to the edge of the inner radius. To calculate an angle between 2 points, you start by subtracting the coordinates of the eye socket and the mouse cursor. Then use the magic of calculus and use a tan too. You now have the angle. We convert this angle to a vector in the following formula. Here we multiply the cosine of the negative angle by the inner radius of the eye socket. Copy this formula for the y value and change its cosine to sinus. This gives the angle a length, creating a vector. There is, however, one problem. This vector, as any vector should, comes from the origin of the screen. To make it originate from the socket instead, just add the socket's x and y values. We still need some way of testing this. To do this, we combine this into a function. Place that function into a looping function and you have got one eye done. To make two, just duplicate the line in the looping function, change some values, and there you go. 2 eyes that follow your cursor.